Alright, this is Paratrek TV. The first thing we're going to be doing here, we're doing a little better close-up for y'all so you can sort of see what John's working on. What's that you got there, dude?
Got an incandescent Dorsey flashlight we're going to make into an IR flashlight. This is a $1 flashlight we got from Family Dollar. We're going to use some gel sheets, some primary red and Congo blue gel sheets to make this an IR flashlight.
Alright. So what are you doing, ripping it apart?
Yeah. It's a lot easier to take it out of the package because
It's harder to put it together in there?
hard to do it if it's still in the package.
Well, you know.
First thing we want to do, because I have bought these flashlights, because like I said, they're only $1. I have purchased them where they don't work. So make sure we're not wasting our time. Make sure it works. And it works.
Yes, it does.
So, since we know it works, let's take it apart. What we'll do is just pop that lens out, and we'll take our gel sheets.
What do? Use that lens for your template?
Yeah, just use the lens for a template. We're going to take our Congo blue and our primary red.
So you use primary red and Congo blue gel sheets, right?
Yep.
And where do you get them at?
This one these I got from Parts Express, but you can get them at Guitar Center, any music store.
Yeah, any high-end music store that has lighting and audio equipment.
This is just the cheapest place that I found. It's like $2.65 a sheet. So we need some scissors. Just like being back in kindergarten, cutting your shapes out. Just cut them out.
So you're just cutting a round circle out right around the lens.
You can do this 2 to 3 times. I usually do it 2 times, and it's plenty. If you feel like you need to do it 3 times, you can do it 3 times. If you feel like once is enough for you, just do it once. But I do it twice, and the light for us has been pretty good.
Yeah, now with different power flashlights, you think you need to add some or no?
Yeah, depending on the strength of the light, you might want to add or less. But we've had pretty good success with just double stacking. So.
Yeah, actually, we made a lantern the other night that come out pretty powerful.
Yeah, just with a single layer.
Exactly.
That's Nick going out. That's not me.
Yeah. That's the dogs going out to avoid an accident.
Yeah, that's not Roy stretching behind the camera.
Well,
I just want to trim this up so we get a nice good fit inside the flashlight.
yeah, it makes it go together a little nicer, huh?
Well, not only that, I'll leave these little trimmings here. It gives something Denise to fuss about when she gets home.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Then after you got everything trimmed up, just put it back in your light. Everything back together. And your gel sheets are just going to sit in there like that, and we're going to put our flashlight back together. Now this is an IR cam, right?
Yeah, let me turn it on. I'll turn it on night vision here. Give me
But
one
you know
second.
what? You know what happens? This works a lot better if you put the light back in it. So.
Oh, yeah, I've seen people do that. Here, hold on a second. Let me turn the lights down a little bit. And, oh, I didn't turn them off, did it? Almost did.
And it should have IR light.
Hold on one second. Let me flip it on. All right, there you go. Shine it up on that wall behind you. You're kind of shining it on you. There you go. Yeah, shine it on you. Alright, let me flip it off in night vision. and you can see it's on. And let me back off a little bit. You got it on you?
Mm-hmm.
That's the... I'm actually putting my finger over my IR light on my cam right now. You can see the difference. It's got him lit up pretty good. Not too shabby. Oops. We'll have to leave that in.
Yeah, that's paranormal.
Yes, it is.
But this is a cheap, easy way to make good IR lights. All you got to do is have a pair of scissors and a flashlight and the gel sheets. Cheap, easy, and effective.
Very cool. All right.
The next one we're going to do, this is an LED light. Again, this is from the dollar store. This is just a Dollar Tree flashlight, and it has 3 LEDs in it. And what we're going to have to do is ask Paracup to get us 3 AA batteries. Please.
In there in a case in the office.
And what we're going to do is, again, because these
Take
are
the
just,
case on the floor there, Nick.
what we're going to do, since this is a dollar flashlight, is we're going to test to make sure it works before we take
Yeah,
it
it's always a
apart.
good idea.
And what we're going to do is, I'll show you in just a second, is we're going to take the green board out of this, and we're going to melt these regular LEDs, and we're going to put in its place IR LEDs. These are 5mm, the same size as these 5mm LEDs.
Let me see if I can show
You know what?
them.
Reach in that bag, see that black one?
Ah, they're in a box right here. You can just look in the wrong box. See all these cases? Either that one or the one sitting right there. Hold the box open. These are triples.
That's what I need, 3 AAAs.
That's what I thought. Here, I got them. These are what these
And I
ones.
just remembered I had that other flashlight in there.
Triple A's.
Need 3 of them. So what we're going to do, we got 3 AAA batteries now. So I further
Yeah, that's it, bud. Thanks.
This is going to make sure the flashlight works before we start.
Oh, and it does.
Okay. So now we know that it works. Let's take it apart. So once we pop this out, what you're going to find inside is this little green board, and it's screwed together just by one screw. And take that screw out. Put that off the side. Then we're going to need to pry that green board carefully out of the flashlight.
Is the wood bit the normal thing is that what you recommend for them using, or? I'm just saying.
No, you can use scissors,
Scissors, yeah.
or you know what, if I wanted to, you know,
Do you want a steak
I
knife?
got another bit in here, you know.
I got a steak knife.
Why, somebody needs stabbing? Just take your time getting this out, because
Yeah, sometimes they don't pop out so easy.
it's only a $1 flashlight, but you know.
It's funny how sometimes they'll just almost fall out, you know, and then other times.
Well, see, each LED has its own little port in here.
Here, hold
so
on a
that's
minute
why
there. Lost your hands.
Each LED has its own little port in there, so that's why it's kind of a pain to get out. So what we're going to do is we're going to melt these LEDs out of there. And to do so, we're going to need the soldering iron.
So what are you doing? Just put alligator clip on it, hold it up a little bit?
Yeah, I got my helping hand here. Wait a minute, forgot to tell you. There's a positive and negative to these LEDs.
Yeah, exactly.
Easiest way for me to remember how to put the LEDs back in. If you look at the LEDs, there's a big side and there's a little side inside.
Right.
Inside these LEDs, you'll see a big piece of aluminum and a small piece of aluminum. So in this case, the small piece is going to go to the inside. Now we'll start mounting them out.
So now what are you doing? You're just heating them up?
Yeah,
Heating the solder up so they slide out?
that's all we're doing. One. Two.
As you heat them up, you just sort of wiggle them a little bit and they'll pop right on out.
There's three. So now what we have is a green board that has
No lights.
no lights on it. So what we're going to do now is replace them with our LEDs.
So now you just slide them in the holes where the other ones came right out of, right?
All right.
Of course, now you want to remember your positive and negative side on your
Yeah. Remember I told you.
LEDs. And of course on the green board it's easy enough because of the black and the red wire. You can just go to that side, but usually isn't the one lead a little shorter for the positive and the negative on them lights also?
Yeah. Like I said, for me the easiest way to remember is the little part to the inside of the bulb.
Now you got two of them slid up in there.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get three in there.
Where outside, I hope.
Well, you have to use the
Should. There we go. There we go. Now we got our LEDs back in place. We're going to solder them in.
So you got them soldered right in there now, huh?
Yeah. Look pretty good, I think. Let me check them. That might work. I don't know. That's a little close. We'll see. If not, we'll have to take it apart and we'll have to back out. But there we go. That'll be good. There we go. Now we need to trim all our LEDs up.
So you've unsoldered the regular bright whites, the 3 of them right from the green board, and slid 3 5mm IR lights in their place.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them mounted on a stationary cam, or even
Or even one of the cams that we've showed you.
or
how to
one of the
convert.
cameras that you've showed. Yeah, exactly. That we've showed you how to convert. Excellent lighting, and very cheap. And you can get these IR lights right out of an old remote control, also.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can buy them in bulk on eBay for pretty darn cheap. Where they come in packs of 50 and 100 or something.
Yeah.
Or I'm sure there are bigger packs of that. Make for a pack of what, 50 or 100, or for 100 of them, what are they, about $12 or something?
$16.50 or something.
16, yeah.
Not much. You make a ton of light. For
And if you don't want to buy stuff off of eBay or whatever, or off of Amazon, there's other websites that carry them, the IR lights. Or you can go over to Radio Shack and buy them.
That's overpriced.
But they're very high there, no doubt about it. That Radio Shack is for
And
2
plus
lights.
they're made in the same place, China.
For 2 or 4 lights, what is it, like 4, 6? See, I just bought some packs of them, of the ultraviolets to try out a few. But yeah, they're definitely overpriced. You're better off getting them off Amazon or eBay.
Okay, so we need to do. See if we can put this bad boy back together.
So now you're just putting it back in the back of the light holder.
Yeah, trying to see if I can find my little. There it is.
Oh, the little screw that holds it in.
Yeah, if we're gonna do it, let's try to do it right.
Well, I
Seems
suppose.
like it is. So what we'll do there.
Exercise in the dog.
Be one reason why it didn't come on. No dang battery.
Yeah. That does make a difference, don't it?
Yeah. Let's see if she's paying attention. That's all.
I was. I didn't want to say anything though.
And look at there. Should have IR light there.
Hold on a minute, let's see. Let me flip this thing off. I'm getting good at that. Oof. Yeah, shine it on your head. Perfect. Huh. Works pretty good, don't it? This one's... Let me see that. hold it up to that little camera.
Oh.
Yeah, you can definitely see it lighting it up.
You can't see it in that one?
Oh yeah.
Alright, so put our lid back on it. And then we give it to our founder so he has him a new IR flashlight.
Flip this light back on. There we go. Let's
Make
put
sure
this-
it's off.
Yeah, I know.
And how do you make sure those are off?
Yep, it's off. Yeah, best way to make sure them are off is take the batteries out.
Alright, so our next project is going to be, we're going to make us a Screaming Demon EMF pump. We're going to do it a little different this time. We're making this one for Brandon Kreitzer.
Yeah, this one's for Brandon.
Yeah, so we'll take it home and we'll get that in the mail to Brandon this weekend. He's been saying he wants a pump. He wants a pump. So,
Well, he said now, I mean, and I think you even heard him, that he was going to trade us that Joe's box
yeah, I think so.
for EMF pump. So, I mean, you know, I don't know.
Sounds like an even trade.
Well, you know, we may be...
Look, I've already autographed this box.
We may be getting a
It
little
says
bit.
Zap on the back. See? Zap. So, you know, I'll
And
call the police.
The little sticker
Oh.
says Dollar Tree. No.
So what we're doing is we're taking our AC aluminum duct tape and we're going to line the bottom of a box. Pencil box. This one is orange. So we're going to line it. The reason we do that is because we put lights on it so we can find it. And this helps reflect the light. And it's also going to help reflect the EMFs up whenever our motor and our magnets are in. So I just pre-cut these so you don't have to watch us cutting, you know, tape.
Well,
So usually three pieces will do it. What happens when you don't have fingernails? It'd be a pain.
you want me to have Lexi come over there and do that for you?
Okay, she'll chew it up.
Yeah, that's true.
There we go.
So you just basically lining the bottom of that thing with silver duct tape.
Fancy duct tape. Highly aluminum. Alright. This is our last piece. And once you got all your tape in, the bottom ought to look like that.
There you go.
So what we're gonna do now, pick up the razor blade that I need to take home with me for this part. Here, I'm gonna plug in our glue gun so I can start getting hot. And tell Roy to bring the drill back that we need.
It's right behind you.
Is it?
I just moved it from there because it was right in front of
Okay.
the shot that I needed.
We're gonna need it just a minute. So, move these out of the way. 'Cause we're gonna, yeah, I think we're gonna need that again. So what I got here is a 5/8. We're just gonna drill our holes right now since we're waiting for the glue gun to get hot.
Oh, that's now I see what the wood bit's for.
What?
Yeah, so you just use a 5/8 wood bit and pop a hole in the side of it.
Yeah, so we can slide our light source in. So we just make us a hole, either side, front, back, wherever you want to put it.
Well, the nice thing about them little lights too is they have their own power supply, so they're
Well,
not taking nothing away from the EMF pump.
Right. I go easy because this is plastic and it'll crack.
Yeah, exactly. It push on it real hard with a pointed thing like that and it'll split it.
And this project, I think this is the only thing that's actually made in the USA. Is this box. Made in USA. Still waiting for our glue gun to get hot.
Well, other than the assembly that's going on now.
All right. So we take these little LED glows are called, made by Dorsey, and we're going to stick. This is going to be our light source. But the good thing about using these, if you have a need for a flashlight, you don't want to use white light. Just unscrew and they make your own. They make handy little flashlights. When the lights on these go dead, unscrew the end of them, and there's 3 button cells inside it, and just simply replace those button cells. You don't have to go because these are hard to find. People go, where do you find it? Where do you get those things?
You get them at Home Depot, but 3 of them are $9.
Yeah, so I mean they're expensive. So that's what I do is I just clip these things off. They're right here.
Oh, the string, yeah.
Done.
What they are is little lanyards on them, I think, for kids
Yeah.
to wear
Yeah.
when they're going to school or something.
Well, we're not wearing our pumps.
Or if you're jogging or something, maybe.
So there's our light source. Okay. Done with that. So now our glue gun ought to have some temperature to it. What we're going to do is we're going to glue down a little 4x4 magnet. We took this one off the phone book because it was free. See if our glue's hot. Yeah, we got some heat to it there. Come over here. What we're doing is just on this sheet magnet because we're going to have spinning magnets, and this is going to help throw the EMFs up and just really cause a turbulence. So we got some glue. So we just slide that bad boy in there. Glue it down. Don't want to get glue all over Denise's tablecloth, so put that there. Now everybody, we made some pumps and different kinds of everything. We tried different things to keep the rattle and the noise and the vibration down. So what we're doing with this one is we're going to use Brandon as a guinea pig. We're going to use foam as our motor mount, sort of. So we're hoping this will absorb all the shock and noise and rattle and vibration. So we're hoping, we've never done this before, so we're trying it now. We don't know if this glue's going to adhere to it or if it's going to work or what, but we're going to try.
It just might.
I think it will. So our motor source is going to be, while I wait for some glue to dry.
So what you did was is you just took a piece of soft styrofoam and notched it out so that the motor would sit in it, and then you glued that down to